Could that become too? No, I never seriously. We're coming together because we think it's time that City Council listens to the citizens of Kamloops and lets business go for a little bit. This parkade is only about money. It's only about creating a space for people for the new hotel on Lorne Street to park. And it's not supportive of what we actually need. Over $10 million will be sunk into this parkade. That's a huge amount of money. And when I think of the ways that money could work for our community with sustainable living, solar-powered streetlights and better walkways, pedestrian safety, green, clean bus transportation, our public transit is lacking in a lot of ways, and it could use a real boost. And I feel like this is a situation that we need to look at in a progressive way, and I believe this parkade is backwards thinking. Do you think they...
Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They play paradise and they put up a parking lot.
Voices are the voices of Kamloops residents that believe that this $10 million needs to go towards sustainable living and towards the betterment of our community, not towards housing fossil fuel burning vehicles. Since 2005, our parklands have been nibbled away by our City Council. They have taken a lot between the Coliseum and the waterfront for a prospective hotel that was never given back when that deal never went through. The 2141 Railway Museum that took up our parklands is now up for review again and recommended for expansion. Our parklands for Kamloops, this is a focal point for us. This is our grasslands, our greenlands. This is our space where we come together. We join together with events. We connect with each other. This is the importance of our community, not a concrete box. And it does not matter how many trees or shrubs you put around this, it is a parkade. This is for parkland. And the parking lot that is there right now is just that. It's a parking lot that could eventually be used as an expansion of our green space. If a parkade is put there, that expansion is dead in the water. Now people are finding it harder and harder to get in their vehicle, to fill up with gas. The price of gas is ridiculous. This is not going to get better in the future. This is not going to change. We are going in the direction of exhausting our fossil fuel supply. We need to find alternatives to driving. City Council is not looking at alternatives on any level. Alternative lots for other parkades. There are more appropriate locations for parkades rather than eating up our parkland.
Yes. Yes.
The bottom line is this. This parkade is about business. This is a deal made between our mayor and Mr. Ghilardi for the hotel being built on Lorne Street. Let's not beat around the bush. And it doesn't matter how much they deny this. We can see right through it. And we know exactly what's going on. We're not going to go away. We want this to go to referendum. That's the most appropriate step, and this needs to happen. This is not a council decision. This is a community decision.
Thank you.
On May 3rd, council needs to vote no to the Lorne Street Parkade. That would be the most integral thing that they can do, and we will be working hard until this day to make our voices heard. Thank you.
Suggest that is done too early for council to be thinking about how you would propose to reconcile operation with the adjacent Aberdeen and Pine Valley residents.
But only an auxiliary use if it is for the park. But this is for employees of downtown businesses. So would that then be a legal use of P1 parkland?
In my opinion, since it's used off hours for ISC, it's used on weekends and evenings and off working days for the park, and is typically vacant during the working days for park use, that in order to maximize the efficiency of it and it to be used for more than that time, that allocating parking spots during work days for workers is still means it's an accessory use, and that's no different than what happens now with the existing parking lot.
I appreciate Mr. Twallin's opinion, but if we're taking tax dollars from one pocket
Well, Ms. Scott, we've
I mean,
already
they're
told
all
you
the
that there's
same.
money and you don't agree with the answer, and that's fair enough. But this is your third or fourth time asking very similar questions between last night and in front of council.
Exactly.
And the answers aren't changing, so we understand where you're coming from.
I'm not getting answers.
Well, you are, you just don't want to accept the
No,
answer.
I'm not getting the actual answer. I'm getting your reason for me not getting the answer.
Well, Ms. Scott, then I guess we're done with this section, because you don't want to...
All right, I'll step aside and let somebody else.
Thank you.